You have a massive amount of weight to lose. And when you're looking at that huge, big number, it seems almost impossible. Well, how can we trick our brain to think of it in a better way so that we can get through our weight loss journey more sanely? Lost 125 pounds from my highest weight. And even saying that out loud, now being on the other side, sounds absolutely insane. When I started my journey, I had about 140 pounds to lose. And just thinking about that in the beginning sounded really honestly almost impossible to even do. And even though I've used two weight loss tools, weight loss surgery and compound Ozempic, to help me get here, it has still been a struggle. So I can only imagine if you're doing your journey naturally. And that doesn't mean I don't know how it feels to do a weight loss journey, a massive weight loss journey naturally, because I tried and failed for 12 years before having my gastric sleeve in 2023. And I stalled out for 6 months even after weight loss surgery and decided to get on compound Ozempic. Even now, with being on compound Ozempic for almost a year, I'm still stalling on my weight loss journey. So I get it. I've only lost 125 pounds, but I have 140 to lose. And that deserves a clap, but I'm still not at the goal. So I get it. So if you're at the beginning of your weight loss journey, or honestly, no matter where you're at on your journey to massive weight loss, in today's video, I'm gonna give you some tips that has helped me not make that huge number look so scary. And that way I can go through my journey a little bit more sanely. But before we get into today's video, if you've never seen my face before, hey girl, hey, my name is Janae and I make a lot of content focused on fitness, wellness, and self-development and helping you live your best healthy and active life. So if that sounds like something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you like sustainable and realistic weight loss tips, and comment down below and let me know what are some things and methods that you have done on your weight loss journey to help you go through it a little bit more sanely. Let's help each other out in the comments. This is not something new and you may have heard this before, but I broke my journey down into mini goals. Like, it is okay to be realistic with ourselves and know what the overall goal is, but to get through the journey and to get there, I had to break it down into mini steps. And I have an app on my phone that's called Happy Scale, and it actually helped me do this. Happy Scale is a free app that you can download, and what I like about this that I don't think any other weight tracking app has is that there is a setting in there where it allows you to break up your goal into mini goals, and you can make this into however many mini goals you want. I decided on 10 mini goals and I plugged that in, and from there it focused on that. It focused on getting to the next mini goal. And as you make it through your milestones, it will check it off the block. You won't see that previous weight, but you also won't see that huge overall weight goal. So not only did I have mini goals that I set up, but I also had little treats or rewards to go with those mini goals once I made it there. And weight loss is hard. No matter what you're doing, no matter what method you're going about your weight loss journey or what tool you're using, having a massive amount of weight, honestly having any type of weight to lose, but having a massive amount of weight like us that we have to lose is super hard, especially if you have been doing it like me for over 14 years now. And so when I had my weight loss surgery, I actively decided to go about it differently so that I can honestly enjoy it and romanticize it, because to me, this was the last weight loss journey I was gonna be on. So why not make it fun and kind of go out with a bang, right? So the weight loss for me was happening so fast that I didn't really even have a chance to reward myself at every milestone. But if you're going about it a little slower, or you can just, no matter, even if it's slow or fast, you can just do your journey the way you want to. But once things started to slow down, which was about 230, when I got to 230 is when things kind of I was able to wrap my mind about what was happening. That's when I implemented the reward system with my milestones. And here's the thing, when we think about treats and rewards, we automatically associate it with food. And it could be food, or it can be whatever it is that you want it to be. And some people are afraid of making it about clothing, taking yourself shopping or whatever, because you're just gonna keep losing weight. But why not? Even if it's just one outfit, like make it something. Don't put any, unless it's something that's gonna be crazy financial, don't put any boundaries around your reward systems. Don't put any guilt around your reward systems as well. So if when you get to milestone 3, you want to do a solo date and take yourself to a nice little fancy restaurant, do that. Order what it is that you want, guilt-free. Or when you make it to milestone 5 and you've been down 60 pounds and you honestly, your clothes is fitting a little weird and you just want to have like 1 or 2 nice outfits that you can wear, go ahead and get that. Or one of the people that I follow, one of my internet friends, when she made it her whole goal weight, she purchased a new car. Hey, do what it is that you want to do. I think that is honestly absolutely amazing. But positive reinforcement works. And so if associating your new little goal with something that's positive, that makes you, want to get to the next one so that you can have that next reward, if that will help you, then get there. Because we're always so used to negative self-talk and putting ourselves down. That never gets us anywhere. It doesn't. But maybe something positive will make you and inspire you and motivate you to get to the next goal and the next goal and the next goal. Something else that I did so that I would get through my weight loss journey a little bit more sanely was stop doing things that were going to trigger me. Getting on the scale every day was something that I did a lot in the last 12 years before leading up to my weight loss surgery. And that number on the scale would impact me mentally. It would either be a good day or a bad day. And there were some behavioral traits that would associate with that number on the scale. Once I had weight loss surgery, I actively decided that I did not want to be a victim to my circumstances, that I wanted to look at things a little bit more positively, and that I wasn't going to do things that were going to trigger me. And this ebbs and flows, right? So when it comes to the scale, I had to tell myself, I'm not getting on that scale every single day. I will do it once a week, which was Thursdays for me since I had my surgery on a Thursday. And I would do my weigh-in tape once a month, every second of the month, since that's when I had my gastric sleeve. As I started to lose weight and make it through my journey and months, and at this point, almost 2 years has gone by, the scale is no longer a trigger for me. I can get on that scale every single day. And at one point I was like, just because, I don't even know why. I just was getting on the scale every day. And it did not have an emotional effect on me. I'm like, okay. Okay. I started to look at the number on the scale as data because that's exactly what it is. And it had no moral value or influence on me anymore. And I made it to the point to where at one point, I think this was December, November, I only got on the scale once, and it wasn't even on my second of the month. Like, it was just a random day of the month. I think I only got on the scale like once or twice that month. The way that I decided to go about my journey in the very beginning has transformed the way I'm going about my journey now. And so now I'm healed with my relationship with the scale and the number that's on the scale. And at this point, I'm not even at my goal weight, but I don't even care about the number that's on the scale. The numbers that I care about now are my body fat percentage and my lean muscle mass. And I talk about this in the 6 ways that I track my weight loss and also in the way that I break my stall. So I'll link those videos in the cards above. But that also leads me into calorie tracking and macro tracking, because tracking and counting my calories and logging my food was another thing that was triggering me. Fitness was also another thing that was triggering me. This honestly is a mental journey for me. As much as we think this is a weight loss journey, it's honestly more mental. And at one point in my journey, fitness was triggering me. I wasn't really feeling inspired. And since I did have a tool to help me lose weight, I stopped working out. I stopped becoming consistent with it because I wasn't consistent with it to begin with, because I was not enjoying it. And so I had to start looking at fitness differently and figuring out what my issue was with it and why it was triggering me. And now today I'm at the point where I don't look at working out as a means to burn calories so that I can try to get to my goal weight. It is my mental relief, my stress relief. I just honestly enjoy moving my body. And circling back to counting my calories and tracking everything, even at one point there, I was starting to become very exhausted from it, and it started triggering me. And so even though I don't think I'll ever be an intuitive eater, I just stopped tracking everything and I stopped counting everything. And now at this point in my journey, it doesn't trigger me anymore, but I'm still not obsessed with it, right? Like, I only pay attention to my water intake, my protein, and my fiber. The overall calories, the overall everything else, carbs, and like all the things that other people are worried about, I'm not worried about. I can't be, or it's going to trigger me and spiral me. If there are things on your journey that is actively triggering you, even though it may be beneficial to you and helpful to you, if it's triggering you, then it's not going to be beneficial to you and helpful to you. And you may need a break from those things, or you may have to go about it differently. Now, I never cut off everything, period. I didn't cut off fitness. I didn't cut off tracking and getting on a scale. Like I already said before, I just went about things in a different way. The last thing that helped me really go through this journey a little bit more sanely is paying attention to my non-scale victories. They are so important, and honestly, probably so much more important than the number on the scale, because the number on the scale is just a number. But what your internal health is doing matters so much more. Almost instantly, my medical issues were reversing. My high blood pressure was gone. I didn't have to be on medication anymore. My sleep apnea, I don't have to be on my CPAP anymore. Like, there were so many positives in these last 2 years from me losing weight. And I have a video talking about all of the positives that has happened on my journey. So I'll link that in the cards above. But there are so many non-scale positives that has happened that I pay attention to, from big and small. Like, I was just joking about how I can wear my husband's clothes. I steal his clothes all the time. He's always been a size medium. I'm a medium small now. And I throw on his sweater. I throw on his sweatshirt. Like, I just put on his stuff. He probably is so annoyed by it, but I don't care. Or just the fact that my kids can hug me and I can feel their hands all the way around my body. Or that I have the energy to play and run around after my 4-year-old. Like, these are little things that most people take for granted that you don't really think about day to day because it's just a normal thing. But when you're going from a massive amount of weight to a smaller weight, you start to pay attention to the little things that you did not have. So I'm always going to be here to give you sustainable and realistic tips that are non-toxic, because I've been through the toxic journey and it has got me nowhere. It messed up my mental health. It messed up my internal health. It caused me to yo-yo diet and to yo-yo fluctuate on my journey. And people think that just because you use a weight loss tool that, ta-da, you magically could lose weight. And I think it's important to know that the things that I'm doing is an active choice. Me actively choosing to work out, me actively deciding to eat whole foods and paying attention to how food affect my body, me actively deciding to heal my relationship with food so that I can be sane for the rest of my life. Those are choices that getting 80% of my stomach cut out or shooting myself up with shots can't give me. It can't give me those things. Those things are only used to lose weight. What you do on your journey is an active choice. And I decided I wanted to do it more sanely. And there you go. Those are some of the things that I have done in these last 2 years to get me to a better life now. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time I post a new video. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I post a lot of different content over there. On TikTok, I'm always hosting lives and answering your questions in the moment. And on Instagram, I'm super active in my stories. I'm always doing polls and asking questions. I do have a broadcast channel where they get the tea a little bit sooner than everybody else, so make sure you're following me over there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.